For now, I suppose early Deepavali for you guys. Deepavali is coming out very soon. So for those out there who are Indians, both in both
those who are celebrating
Singapore
Deepavali
Malaysia.
from around the whole world, an advance happy Deepavali to all of you.
And just as we say that, the game has begun. So we're going to move into
the game has not begun. The champions are like happening.
The game did start. Okay, the game starts. So we're going to move into the champions section screen right now. And we're going to see the only two players with the ribbons right there on the Chaos Age is going to be Don Movie and LY4 actually having it as well.
Yeah, so those are the honorable opponents. Now, what's interesting about this, people are asking, can you enter the stadium without the tickets? The answer is no. Jehuti did answer this yesterday. It's only for people with tickets because they can't accommodate every single person. I don't know how to say that, but I am sad. I'm guessing you spelled that a little bit wrong. Will there be season 2? Yes, there will be season 2 as well. So yeah, you can actually wait for season 2. There is going to be more teams than the 6 outside now. That's going to be there. So yeah, you can look forward to more teams being added. If I'm not mistaken, there is going to be more Asian teams. I heard rumors of a Korean team for season 2, I'm not sure. But let's just go into the bans and picks. Blitzcrank being banned out. I'm guessing this is a targeted ban from yesterday. They don't want to deal with it. Also, Jeong has this thing of getting caught by Blitzcrank.
Not only Jeong, but I think Hagane has
a friendship with Blitzcrank.
Yeah,
they just love. Yeah. Right Lee Sin being banned out and Twisted Fate. See, what I wanted Chow to use Twisted Fate, banned out already. Carter's being banned out, targeted. Vayne being banned out, targeted. Koki being banned out, targeted as well. This opens Hagane out to pick Shen if possible, and also Ezreal there. But if they don't pick up Ezreal, I'm guessing Singapore Sentinels will come up with an Ezreal pick right here. So what do you think Jeong would use?
Not really. We might be able to see Graves or maybe even Cockmore actually.
Oh, yes, in fact,
Jeong can use Cockmore as well as Tristana. He actually has a light shot, yeah. He just hasn't used it for a long time.
Haven't used it a long time. That is true. So yeah.
And here we do see for Hagane, the first pick is going to be Shen, but it might be a jungle.
It very well could be a jungle.
If you've seen jungle Shen quite recently in the tournaments, especially in season 2 as well, where the Chinese team and Korean teams favored jungle Shen over a top lane Shen. So we're just going to see how this plays off and where this goes to. But here we're going to see, wow, it's going to be a Kha'Zix jungle as well as Caitlyn being picked up. So
Caitlyn mid, perhaps?
I don't think so.
This could be the repeat of what we saw.
Let's see.
We'll just let them choose. At the same time, there have been people that have been asking us, will the 6 current teams be held? We are not sure if all 6 will be kept.
I would say for now, yes.
Yep.
For now, yes.
The addition of the other teams that people are saying Najin Shield. Is that such as Najin Shield? Is that the second team?
Najin Shield is the sister team of Najin Sword.
Okay. CLG Korea. It could be one of these. You'll find out soon enough. Oh no, that Jay.
People to fight Caitlyn. It's actually quite a good. It's actually
blind could be
it
good.
does stop the main damage from Caitlyn, and Timo can easily dodge the. What's it called? Oh, let's take a look. Click the detailed information. Peel over Peacemaker, yes. Forget about it right there. No, it's been a long time since we saw Caitlyn in our own areas, but here we do see the Nunu and Cockmore being locked in. And I like that. Yeah, definitely. But I thought SGS would want to take Nunu as well because Nunu does work well with Caitlyn at the same time.
Definitely.
And then with Cockmore and Nunu combo, it's going to be very hard to deal with overall unless you have
especially the late game. He's going to shred through people if he can. It's quite nice that they have Kha'Zix that can go invisible and help him out a little bit. Mumu though, yikes. Interesting combinations of what they can do.
Kha'Zix. Mumu jungle. Or maybe it's going to be a top lane Mumu, just like how Stanley played it the other time and he actually won.
Mumu. Nope, in fact it's not going to be Jace, it's most likely going to be Zyra picked out there. It's quite interesting.
So it's going to be a weird lineup overall.
So we have Zyra support, Kha'Zix jungle, Trundle top? Wait, what?
No, I think Kha'Zix is going to go to top, actually. But
Trundle's a couple of seconds before we find out what's going to happen right there. But no, it's going to be Malphite. Ooh, I like Malphite.
So Malphite does beat out Shen early, partially I would have to say. So it's just going to be interesting.
I would prefer Malphite jungle, Kha'Zix top.
Though Kha'Zix, we cannot win top. How's he going to beat Shen?
By using maxing void spikes.
This is not beating Shen, they're just sustaining. Yeah. But then Shen has no mana. Shen has no mana cost from that. Right.
That is true, but I would just prefer the sneakiness of Malphite jungle.
What did you say, Malphite support and then Zyra mid? Sneaky.
That could be it, yeah,
Right.
that could be it. Don't worry, come on, fulfill the fantasy and take Timo right out there. It's good.
Throw the game for the team.
He could very well come in with a win. But Lux, oh god, no, don't Lux. I don't like Lux. I just think Lux is inconsistent, so I just don't know about Lux. Oh, but Skarner.
Inconsistent overall in the damage output, but overall when it comes down to it, if it lands,
it's good.
Just an instant takeoff. And Kha'Zix is not that tanky. If he wants to go for the assassin build to deal a lot of damage, he cannot go tanky.
Yes.
One Lux combo can definitely kill him. Caitlyn, same thing. And even for Zyra, it's the same thing. And now let's look at the AP mid. Is it going to be Gragas being taken out? Because they do have the Malphite ulti to initiate, unless it's going to be a Malphite mid instead.
Oh, that could be good as well. The Malphite mid against Lux. Malphite can take a beating from Lux due to his
passive.
Which is Granite armor or something. Yeah, Granite shield.
Shall see.
But I like the Skarner pick.
Yeah,
I
Skarner.
definitely like it. It's very good. But I like the combination of Zyra, Malphite as well. Malphite ulti suit into Zyra at the same time and devastation right there. It locked down for 4 seconds.
We have to see what happens, because when it comes to laning part, actually Shen with Nunu actually complements Skarner very well, because they do stop them. They have a stun, they have a CC to slow them down, and then be very easy overall to catch up. And here we see, is it gonna be a Xin Zhao by Chowie right there actually?
No, Chow is gonna play. Looks like AP Malphite. There you go.
Yeah, so it is going to be AP. Oh wait, no.
So it's going to be a support Malphite?
Support Kha'Zix. Nope, so it might just be the support Malphite.
It's a support Malphite. There we go.
Malphite can take the beating for Kog'Maw. He does dish out a lot of damage in terms of trading. I mean,
and he could build into Abyssal Scepter, which does reduce all the total magic damage that Kog'Maw and Nunu can dish out at the same time, as well as get tanky enough and deal get damage as well. So that's going to be pretty interesting.
I won't say that it's the best throw ever, some people are saying out there, but this is sometimes those unorthodox picks that if you cannot react to it, you don't know what to do with it, it's gonna just help you win again and turn around. But nope, but here we're gonna see it happen right now. Malphite mid has been one of the far more famous picks overall, I would have to say, in the past. He does beat out a lot of champions, and Lux can actually be one of them, because he just needs to dodge the skill shots and at the same time just trade hits landing. And you know, if you just focus on dodging skill shots of Lux and then trading hits, quite safe. At the same time, Malphite is tanky enough to stay in the mid lane. So let's just take a look at Malphite's runes and masteries, which I believe is what everyone wants to see right there. So here we do see an AP, mana AP, what's it called? It's called
mana regeneration per 18, we have flat ability power, flat magic penetration, and ability power per level. So going very, very aggressive.
Yes, he's just going to dish out the hurt onto the mid lane.
Let's check out the masteries. 2109, standard.
Standard.
Okay.
Not going to go for a bit more tankiness. I thought he would went for magic resist instead for the glyphs.
But he's just going for the kills. He just wants to do the kills right out there. Let's just have a look at Don Maurice. Let's see whether he has come up with anything interesting for his runes and masteries.
So here we do
it's
see...
called Udyr.
I mean, Udyr fits out. I mean, this is the basic masteries you use for Skarner, as well as Udyr, I would have to say.
Look at that. Attack speed, 15.
Yeah,
attack speed, very going to be very fast, especially with all his procs he can do.
Cooldown procs for his passive.
Yep. So there's movement speed, magic resist per level 18, and flat armor. Okay, so that's pretty standard for Skarner and as well as Udyr. 021 9. Nothing much too exciting there. Taking movement speed over mana regeneration.
Definitely.
So it's going to get a very early Philo Stone for sure, because he needs to be able to sustain within jungle. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what exactly is going to happen. So yeah.
But I believe, let's take a look at Ikuoka, because you know, a lot of people are not so sure how Kha'Zix is being played off right now. A lot of people say it's a useless champion.
It's called Pain Like Hell. That's what his rune page is called. We have crit chance. You like crit chance, and he has crit chance 1.9%.
It's the same thing we have seen him use actually since yesterday. For his basic top laners, he wants to land the free critical chance right there, I have to say, on the top lane. And here we do see
2190.
2190. So opting to do as much damage as he possibly can, but against Shen, how well would that play off?
I don't know, the Forple Blades could be the death of him.
Let's just take a lot of monkeys while he's playing. And here we do see move AP tanky. Wow. So you do see magic penetration actually being taken out for the marks. As well as, yeah, the marks. And here we do see magic resist +8, magic resist at level 18 +8. This is something that a lot of players are doing right now. You're going for the extra movement speed, and the 13 armor at the top is going to help him out quite a bit. And I think he shouldn't have that much of a problem against Kha'Zix, but we just have to see when we move into game. But here, we shall here I guess look at Jaeyoung right here, where he is being caught more. You know, caught more hasn't seen the light in the whole tournament except for once. That was at the beginning of GPL, and the time was played by Dawn. I think that was only once, right?
Yes, I do believe that was only once.
Only once. I don't think Combo has been that much of a favorite pick, but here we do see it's actually going to go for the normal AD runes, flat physical damage 16. Armor, as well as 21 magic resist. For those of you guys who do not know how to get the extra damage, it's actually because at the glyph there's an extra damage right there.
Yep, the 0.28 helps out and makes it like 16. So once again, 21.90, nothing too shocking there.
Actually going to go for more tankiness, I would have to say, for the AD carry instead of the mana regeneration. If you have seen how BB plays his Okoki, he gets out the mana regeneration runes, as well as the mastery right there, so he's able to spam out quite a bit. And as Kog'Maw, I think supposed with the help of Nunu, you don't need to worry so much, just poke at a safe distance.
Yeah, it's all about poking there. And to deal as much damage as possible within a safe sort of distance and parameter of what they can do. However, with the fact that Malphite now is at mid and Malphite can simply traverse across that very, very short river, it's going to spell disaster, especially there. He can easily use Unstoppable Force to steal a blue buff. We have seen Chawi do that before. It was amazing when that play came out. Like, I really want to see him do that. These super aggressive plays. They know they're going to take the blue buff, for instance. They're going to steal the enemy blue. Unstoppable Force right into it, and everybody's just flying into the air. Everybody doesn't know what's going on, and they catch people off guard. Like, I want to see Singapore Sentinels do that, especially with Xin Shao. They knock up. The amount of CC that they can deal is quite massive. But let us go into game right now, see what's going to happen. Yeah, so at this point in time, we do see a couple of things going off. We do see that Singapore Sentinels walking towards each other, and they're just waiting. They're waiting around. KLH's putting a couple of traps down. They want to see what's happening.
They're just baiting, you know, to see, like, pretending that it's going to be, they're going to have a skirmish in the middle, but actually they're leaving out one person to scout the side. Like Kuala Lumpur's side, you do see Shen scouting at the top area here, as well as Caitlyn just planting traps, making sure no one goes through there. And here we're going to see them walk right into the brush together as a team, and Shen might be able to be the ones to spot them out before they move in or anything happens. And SGS definitely wants to be more aggressive in the early stages. They have Kha'Zix, who has a lot of damage. Xin Zhao as well, a lot of damage.
Oh, they slow. But Shen does see them all going there.
All of them going there, but he's forced to move out because I don't think they want to initiate. Early stage, Jaeyoung's damage, I mean, it's not Jaeyoung, but Kog'Maw as a champion, it's a bit low. And overall, if they do trade out, I believe that Kuala Lumpur Hunters will lose quite a bit because they need the levels for their champions, early levels, in order to do enough damage. And
some people are asking what skin is on Xin Chao. It's Viceroy Xin Chao. And they're asking, why is Singapore Sentinel changing roles? It's simply because I think they want to find the best fit for their team now that Tofu has left. So they are trying out different roles. They are trying to make things work. And as the game is starting, we do look like there's going to be no invades, no shenanigans going on right there. They just want to have the very, very basic...
Obviously, our for taking all the money right there, actually. Taking Tango for himself from darkness. Just taking all his money away, I would have to say. Poor jungle. I would have to say... I think they're just swapping the roles overall to fit what they need. Like, you know, a jungler changing to support might be good because, you know, jungler, they know when the jungle will be coming. They know how to react, what to do about it.
It's all about knowing each other's roles and how they can adapt to their own roles that they play in the game.
We did see Darkness from AP mid transfer to the support, but he was too aggressive and he got caught out quite a bit.
So we do see right now Kha'Zix doing the hurt onto monkeys. And the trades are going off at this point in time. Pretty even, I would say, across the board. So as Teddy is swapping around all the other champions, so it's easier for you guys to see what's going on there. I would like to point out that Zyra did start with a Vision Ward, so She can plop it down anytime she wants to, and the Vision Warp will actually deny her things. Dawn Murray making an effort here. Ignite does go off, this slow does go off as well, but the flash coming from Equivocal saving him away. Now Equivocal does not have his flash anymore. Now Skarner can go one whole round again and possibly make something happen. He is within the bush, so he could be trying to make something happen, but no, he is just teleporting back.
Yeah, I mean, that engage went out, the timing was a bit off in terms of monkeys. If he did landed the taunt a bit earlier before Kha'Zix had jumped, then it would be much in the favor, and I definitely think they would have been able to get the kill because Skarner will be able to land the slow. And you see buying going on down both to Jeong and Hagan. And look at how aggressive they are. This is like they're using the traps to stop Jeong from moving into correct position, as well as the plants, the seeds overall, just stopping that in the chest. Here we see again going on to mid. Darkness landing up the knockup right there, forcing Golden to flash away to safety because if Chawi does fall out with the slow, it will be a bit too late.
And now Kha'Zix going in for Skarner there. Dawn Murray, the blue buff is there apparently. So this is what's going to be happening. Something's going to go. They're all dancing around, and they have in fact started to take it. So will Dawn Murray be able to do something? Now we do see Unseen Threat already has come out, and blue buff gets taken away.
Yes, and
poor Dawn Murray.
I mean, right now a lot of junglers have favored getting a red buff first because it is a harder so-called, let's say, jungle minion to kill. But at the same time, once you kill it, your clearing speed becomes faster because you do additional true damage as you hit onto the minions.
Yep.
So right now, Skarner without the blue buff is going to be pulled back quite a bit, going to be play a bit more safe.
Yes.
But still, if he heals back to heal enough mana, he still can land good ganks, I would have to say. The slow from Skarner
it's a little bit sad that he did not have the blue buff. It would have definitely helped him out.
Not just in the overall mana regeneration, but in the level.
Yeah, in the level, he is able to stay long in the jungle because he can clear it faster. But Dawn Murray trying to make something happen here, does break Chawi's shield. Chawi taking a little bit of damage, but no light binding. Light binding is actually way off. A little bit.
That's enough damage to force him to move back. Here, top lane swapping his right there. You can see Monkey's actually winning out. As I mentioned, you know, with the extra sustain from Whopper Blaze, the shield as well as the taunt, there's not much things that Kha'Zix can do on the Shen unless he fights him alone.
Yeah, I mean, without the minions around, that's when he can deal the additional damage in what he needs. So yeah.
But here we can see Hallelujah and Alpha being very aggressive at the bot lane because they can, because the traps are stopping Hagane and Jeong from moving out too far. At the same time, the seeds, the binding, just completely controlling the space. And here we see Skarner going to move in and wants to give it up blue buff, but here he goes, the slow going to proc just a bit longer. Here he goes, the slow bus proc, but Jeong and Hagane is a bit too slow in falling out, but they do enough.
Hagane does take a couple of beatings right here. Going to be a little bit far away from any sort of plants to have the additional stare go on. So yeah.
Wow, there goes
the flash does go off.
This, but here goes the ignite, and he's supposed to flash range the heal for Jeong right there. Two summoners being burnt, a good effort, even though they burnt two summoners from start of support, but the AD carry is still safe with the heal.
I like the fact that a lot of action are going on to different lanes. The junglers are very present, trying to make something happen. Golden should be throwing out his shield right now. Yes, it is in fact his shield. It should be perfectly fine. Yep.
Wow. Perfectly played right there, binding both of them and slowing them down at the same time shielding himself. Even though using up all his mana, but he does make it out, that's safe. And this is one thing that's bad about Lux, is because it's easy to gank you if you miss a light binding, and with Xin Zhao coming in, dealing so much burst damage and the slow, as well as additional damage from his 3 talent strike, it's just so painful.
Yeah, so at this point in time, we do see that there's hardly any difference in CS on top.
Yes,
in terms of jungle, 1 CS difference. In terms of mid, there's a 10 CS difference already, and at bottom, pretty much the same. So I would say it's a very even match. Even by in terms of gold, it's a slightly favoring the Singapore Sentinels because all that little bit extra is helping them out get the extra gold.
I think it has to do with the runes as well. Maybe Hagane for now. I've talked to Hagane lately. He does not run
gold mask.
Gold queens.
Gold penetration. Well, gold generation.
Wow. Gold is gonna penetrate you. Wow. Gold generation. Oh, here we see. Wow, look at the unstoppable boss going in right there. Gonna kill on the golden. But here, Shen's ultimate comes in to save right there. And the laser. Big first blood. Wow, very well played. Here we see another gang going on to the bottom, but here with the Zyra plants, the slow coming out is just gonna force Dawn Murray to fall back right there.
That laser, wow. I mean, Shen came in just in time, and Sinchao continued to walk in a straight line, and he paid the price for that.
I think he did not notice
That Lux was 6.
the Lux was 6, or Lux was still going to be alive, or the Shen ultimate, not sure what's happening, but he just walked in a straight line.
Oh,
So
but the teleport does come down.
we still buy. Oh,
just barely missing.
Just barely right there.
Tried to make something happen, did not happen there, but Shen was there to control the mid, to ensure Malphite did not come up with any sort of shenanigans and push the lane too far to get the extra CS. This is something when we watched yesterday. Singapore Sentinels decided to leave the lane to gank TPA, but they allowed the lane to be free farmed. In this case, Kha'Zix is not on top farming, and Shen now is returning back on top at the same time. So overall, they have not been losing all that much CS. And
Jeong, just because he wants to farm a few CS, getting a lot of pokes right onto him right there. And LY is at level 6 right now, and Hagani is forced to take the hit definitely, but here they're gonna please go back and heal out, and there they go.
But that was actually very close and very actually well timed from the two of them. The coordination was good. It looks like Golens is shoving out Chowi just a little bit, simply because Golens can actually out-poke, I would say, and she has more spells than Malphite to actually poke. Malphite needs to get within melee range to make something happen, such as his Seismic Slam and things of that nature.
Seismic Shard and Ground Slam, isn't it?
Yes.
Actually, see, wow.
Oh, Monkeys!
Charging in, Monkeys going very low, but his armor is just enough to save him right there, and he almost got the kill if Ikuko went for the chase, I would have to say.
Yes,
but you see Chavi, wow, look at the 4-man dive happening at bottom right there. Jaeyoung definitely gonna... there by Jaeyoung definitely going down. It's a trade right there for the jungler taking off each other, but here Dawn does have an advantage. Oh, but the...
Is there Chowi stealing his movement speed away with the shard? And they're trying to make something happen here on top as well. The trades are still going off, both of them relatively low. If Ikuko does take a tower hit right now, he looks like he will be going down. At the same time, Hallelujah very low. That was what Jaeyoung was trying to get. He was trying to get Hallelujah on his final ooze shot.
I mean, if he hit Caitlyn just now, then maybe Dawn could have gotten another kill as well. It was a bit too far because he was slow at the same time, but everything went out quite perfectly well. So here we see,
oh, the flash coming up just in time. So that was what he was all waiting for. He was waiting for the flash so that he could jump in and take him out, as well as his mana.
Because Shen moved a bit too far from his minions.
I mean, from his minions, one, and also from the tower. So when that happened, Kha'Zix was within perfect tower range.
Yes,
and he had to flash out of it just to be the extra safe distance. So it is still 2 for 2 goal. Perfectly even from the side there, but Jaeyoung's massive creep wave here could make something happen. I don't know why he decided to hit Caitlyn. He could have, perhaps...
He wants to push them as much as they can, because in terms of poking, if they're poked after through the tower, Zyra's plants, Caitlyn's trap is going to stop them, and they're going to be at a difficult distance. So before that happens, he wants to chip down as much life as he can, because both of them do not have sustained supports, and they only have pots and Rampage Scepters to sustain back the overall health, I would have to say. So you just want to be safe from that. And then, not only that, at the top lane, Kha'Zix is doing a good job. I forgot to mention that when he does his leap, he can actually cast his first skill in mid-air, which is what a lot of players do not know. And that's why he scored the kill before landing. And that was very well done right there by Ikuko. And here we see, wow, Hagane using his ultimate right there, trying to poke on the kill onto Hallelujah. The souls all go down, but then the bind is just stopping them right there after the knockup, and they are forced to move back from this. But they do take down Hallelujah to a very low health, but LY4 still quite healthy, but still with Nunu as well as with Nunu Hagane combo. Oh, sorry. The Nunu and Kog'Maw combo, they might be able to pick off Caitlyn if Zyra stands a bit too far because of the extra range.
If it's out of position, that's what's going to happen. And I mean, the additional magic damage coming out from Kog'Maw to, wither down Zyra is going to be...
Wow, look at that charging.
Unstoppable force. Sinchao's coming in at the same time. Oh my god, Chawi's going to come.
Actually happened on the Chawi. Chawi is going to fall right
the laser does happen,
and there goes the last hit. Oh, he took use a flash. I thought he would just use a Whopper Bear. Here we see, right now, trades going on. And here we still see Jaeyoung does get the kill onto... Oh, dodging there right there. Now he's going to help Hagane. He's just going to hit the hit right there. Wow.
Very nice job on Kia Hunter's side. They are making very good plays. I like that. Kha'Zix go very close to Lux. Sinchao does jump onto him. Kha'Zix is going to turn invisible. Oh, look at that flash. That was sick.
Here, let's see all the action happening all around. Kha'Zix
The chase begins.
The chase begins, but they're forced to fall back. And here we do see at this bottom, the fight goes on normally right there. And while so much things happening, at the same time, you do see that Dawn is in the correct position at the correct time. Like, he knows they're coming, and he's there, and he's ready. And this is something I respect for Dawn as a jungler. Like, he knows exactly where he needs to be at most of the time. Yep. When he lands his ganks or whatever, even though it feels by forces the opponents to take a lot of damage and things like that. And
now let's look at Dragon. In fact, the pings are going off. They do know that something is happening right there. So as we pan over to Dragon, they do know that Singapore Sentinels has started it. Zyra is trying to stop them. Don Murray is coming in. The laser of just barely stealing, but Xin Chao is very low. Light Binding does come out. And Don Murray gets thrown into the air. Don Murray goes down to Chowi. Hagane getting caught but forcing the flash right over there. So he does escape. Life will be able to almost bring him down. The Pilt over Pacemaker does not connect. And so they only get one kill out of it. Only Don Murray does go down. And Singapore Sentinels do get the one additional kill and a Dragon, which leads them up by 1k. No, actually 600 only now.
And actually, both junglers don't use flash. I mean, so don't use smite on the dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, like the laser took it down too quickly, and then luckily Kha'Zix as he proc his Q, and that's how he got the last hit of smites. Did not get it right there. So it was just amazing plays all around for this game for both sides. I would have to say, but the taking of that dragon is going to put Singapore Center slightly ahead by the goal. Just right now 600.
Just a little bit. The laser just preventing the minions from doing anything. Oh, but Lifer does get caught out there in the light binding. Goldens won't be able to actually finish off the deal with things, but yeah, even the Zyra binding is stopping the minions from actually advancing forth. Now the Shanton does go equivocal, receiving damage from things, and we do see the very interesting development of the itemization. Now Chowi has already gotten a needlessly large rod before even getting secondary boots, and Lux almost completing her Athene's Unholy Grail already, so it's very close there. But Malphite's coming in onto Monkeys. Unstoppable Force could possibly make it, but no, the shot is just thrown out. And it's all withering down. Oh, the taunt misses and he's out of energy. Monkeys is not going to be one happy private right there. Domri possibly want to make something happen, pulling him in. Darkness is receiving damage. The Unstoppable Force does come in. Domri is going very low. Light Binding does go off. One last hit.
Yes, that's get off.
Does bring him down, but very low. Very, very low. Even if he does flash onto the other side of the wall, it's a triple kill to Kha'Zix right there. Lifo actually going to be taken down, but oh, Hagane just barely escaping.
So all around trades going on the entire map right there. And well, we do see the bottom lane, Jaeyoung and Hagane in the early stage, they seem to be pressured, pushed down, but right now they're taking the advantage, just returning it back to Singapore Sentinels. But here we do see that Singapore Sentinels is moving on to the towers, and here even Hallelujah is moving on to help them right now, I believe.
Yeah, the bottom tower is now being taken, and the top there, Shen needs to hold it off. They can't allow things to happen. It's actually very interesting to note that there's not much action in the mid lane. It's just the top and bottom lane that's having all this other action.
The mid lane action passed with both Shen's ultimate just now. Had amazing lasers, I would have to say.
But it's also quite odd. Normally, the top and bottom turrets don't get taken. Normally, people try to focus the mid turret or the bottom turret first so that they can secure Dragon better.
But it's because of the champions they have. That's why they're charging onto other lanes, I would have to say. So
this is just a game full of action everywhere. I mean, in terms of CS, they are pretty close to each other, except for the mid lane, which is about a 10 CS difference. And the supports itself have about 10 difference there. Oh, Zyra barely stealing it, but nope. Golden still does get it. The Oracles, what am I saying? The Vision Ward was there, so Zyra didn't know what was happening. The laser does go off, and oh, this could smell trouble for Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Look right there, you can see that for the map vision aside, they do not have any at all. But you can see Kha'Zix, everyone is coming from behind. Flash, and look at the damage being dealt out. That is one of the things that makes Kha'Zix so strong, but if that scenario does not happen, he's quite useless, I would have to say.
It's simply because he needs to have isolated targets, and this Hagane is going to actually poke him down. The snowball does go off. It does turn invisible. Kaylin is there at the same time. I don't know about this. Singapore needs to group together and take out objectives. Kuala Lumpur Hunters without objectives in the, I would say about now, the mid-game sort of portion is going to suffer quite a bit. Simply because they don't have turrets to hang behind, and Kog'Maw will be put in a vulnerable position. They don't have heavy disruptors for instance, like Malphite, like Alistair, that can help knock people away, or even Mundo to tear people off him. If that happens.
Yes, definitely. But here, the most important part is how they're going to stop Malphite right there. And Malphite is a sort of anti-carry champion, I'll have to say. Once he uses Unstoppable Force and charges into your AD carry, there's nothing much you can do. Here, Darkness charging in, but here he's going to get caught out and land a free kill onto him right there.
Try to make as much damage as possible, but not going to happen. We do have a question.
Oh, flash now going on the Chawi. Chawi going to be taken down before. Oh, but he does
double kill.
Unstoppable Force right there, but it's a bit too late. His teammates are unable to follow up, and here instead of like SGS seemingly having the advantage taking down mid lane turret, they lose 2 champions, and now it's moving to favor of KLH, and they are going to take down this mid turret at the same time. So. And the gold solution swing into favor, yes.
People are asking, for instance, if we do have a pet like Malzahar or Yorick or things of that sort, does Kha'Zix still do the isolated damage?
From my memory, I would have to say no, because there is a target, there is a unit beside
which you can hit out as well. So I don't think so. The damage applies as well. I just want to double confirm, but you will get another laser does come out.
A few times, but to my memory, I would have to say yes, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, I haven't used it for quite some bit. So for that part, I would say yes, because we don't see Kha'Zix being used that much overall. I mean, he is the best.
Oh, look at the damage! Yikes! Oh, the flash!
Flashes away with the help. It slows him down. And here, Monkeys is coming in, and Skarner is coming as well. The light binding. Oh,
just barely. Such a close one there. No, just not enough to take out the ward. I thought they would be able actually to get the ward off there, but Kha'Zix, my gosh, look at the damage!
And this is a position that broke off almost the top turret and the bottom turret, so that Kha'Zix has freedom to jump around and do whatever he wants. And here
like if he jumps onto Monkeys, it could be very, very damaging. Now, Credit Hunters don't even know the timer, or they decided to not take the dragon, so the other dragon does go off. The teleport does go onto the tower, so Lux will be there, trying to make something happen.
Trying to make sure Monkey does not die to Kha'Zix. As you saw just now, we saw that Monkey was a half-life, but after the screen change, I saw that Kha'Zix jumped right onto him and just did tons of damage being dealt out. And he does have his cooldown as well as Brutalizer for Iron Boots, and that's just something Kha'Zix needs, and he can take down a lot of champions very easily. If it's a 1v1 scenario, isolated target, Kha'Zix is the win, I would have to say. And he's doing a very good job of finding out and picking out all those single targets. I mean, KLH is trying to stick together, but at the same time, they're being separated out because they want to allow the AD carry and the AP carry to farm up, especially for Kog'Maw. He's the end-game hyper carry. He does have his Infinity Edge right now. With the help of the Blood Boy, he's going to do a lot of damage, but how well can they protect him, we have to see right now. As the fight is going to transition to the mid-lane turret once again, and we're going to see how well this plays off.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of things, look, the goal difference is so minute. It is only 1 kill. In terms of turrets, it is still 2 for 2. It's very, very close to each other. Anything can happen if all of a sudden either Singapore Sentinels or KL Hunters come up with an ace. It's going to be interesting. Now, Dawn Murray receiving some extra damage and poke. Just look at the amount of traps, the amount of plants that's around there. They're just creating negative zones so that KL Hunters are unable to move out. If they do move out, they get punished for it. And this is what I love actually to see Singapore Sentinels do. The light binding does go off, Chawi does get caught, but nobody else will be able to follow up anything. They do have the ward so they do see what's happening. They are going around. This is going to be interesting. They are near the red buff. The pings are going off, so they'll be wary about them not to go anywhere close. They did not have visual, but they just had that spider sense of what's happening right there. So they are removing the wards across the map, and pretty much everybody's in the bottom. They are going to take out the turret very, very quickly. And what can KL Hunters do to respond? Are they going to go for the mid? No, they in fact are going to the bottom.
Yes, they do need to defend this as they can push it very quickly, I would have to say.
Yeah.
The amount of damage Kha'Zix is putting out as well with Caitlyn and Xin Zhao they can take down towers.
The amount of attack speed they have is going to be really interesting. Now, Domori does get ensnared and the Ignite does go off already, so Singapore Sentinels are down 1 Ignite. The Binding does go off and manage to catch out Kha'Zix there. Unstoppable Force does come out. Oh, look at that.
Look at that burst damage. Wow, totally decimating.
Darkness very, very low. Hallelujah throwing off a very nice ulti, disrupting people across the map now. Can they actually make something else happen? The Ooze does go off, but the entrapment happens once again. They are trying to go for Zyra though. I don't think they should be going for Zyra. Instead, they could have gone for Malphite or Caitlyn. It was a little bit closer. Now, Monkey's trying to dash off. Yes, Hallelujah does get caught and Hallelujah will go down. At the very same time, we do see everybody else running away, not being able to do much of anything. And Zyra throwing off. her true damage, but hitting nothing whatsoever. KL Hunters pinging for Dragon, but Dragon is not there for them.
But that's because, right, when the team fight happens, there are two main ultis already used. And Malphite's ulti, Unstoppable Force, only had he hit onto Domuri because he had no other target.
Yep.
And at the same time, it was a good thing to clear him off because if Dawn was alive, he would have just pulled in Sinza or whoever came in close enough, and they would have definitely be able to burst them down with over damage from Lux burst as well as AD from Kog'Maw.
So people are asking, what are the white rings around the champions? Those are actually
those is when Kha'Zix is nearby. It's actually not Kha'Zix's passive, it's the first skill.
It's his first skill, yes.
It shows that is an isolated target and how far the ring is. Like, you know exactly when the minion moves a bit closer into the circle,
the ring disappears.
Yes. So actually, it's very easy to get the target isolated because the ring is just very small. And Kha'Zix will be able to do a lot of damage out there. But in the top lanes, like right now, if you see, if it was like maybe an Irelia or Jax, they will actually just fight back with their stuns and overall true damage. Here we see Dawn trying to take out the top tower, but forced to move back. And here, they might be able to catch someone off, and Jay go right there. And, Kenny's actually going to run into the mid lane, not going to scout onto the brush. I was hoping she might put a trap there and then stop right there. Be caught, but nope. It's going to be grouped with the team.
So all this pushing out there leads to very, very dark maps, and I don't like dark maps. I'm a stickler.
And just to show how dark it is for KLH, only one ward at the dragon right now, actually, right there. And here we can see, well, it's just being a bit more aggressive, have a bit more wards, but focusing mainly on protecting the Baron area.
Yes, Domuri is not inside the camera, but if you look at things, Epion's, I don't believe he's actually playing. Domuri's place is actually on the other side of the room, hence he's not within the camera frame.
Yeah, because before this he was placed he was watching the things as a strategy, so his position, he's been placed on the other side, so that's why he's not in the camera, but yes, he is playing, no worries.
It is not Epion's playing for Dawn, it is in fact Domuri. The pings are going off, it's a prime time to take Baron. It's already 24 minutes into game. KL Hunters could try to make something happen. Nunu's going around trying to de-ward things. Kha'Zix is still there. He was trying to teleport back, but Shen is all the way at the bottom. So if a fight does engage, Monkeys can use his stand united and come into the fight.
Yes, and that what makes Shen so troublesome to deal with, I would have to say.
Still pushing at its best.
Pushing at its best. And overall, I would have to say that Singapore Standards is doing a good job, but it's not good enough. Because you see, they do have 2 tower advantage and 2 dragon advantage, but the goal difference is not there.
Yeah, the goal difference is only 1,000.
It's only 1,000. Like, for now, for a standard like average, everything quite fair match, so to speak. You know, you expect it to maybe the objectives will be the difference. But from here, the CS, you can see that it's slightly in advantage of KLH just by a bit, but it's not enough to cover the overall things. But where do you think this extra thing is going on? The assist?
It is all the additional assist that's going out there.
And here we do see a bait happening on right here. And we will see what happens. Lux is coming up from behind maybe, but the trio of them for KLH is just waiting in the brush, going to try to catch
I
up.
don't like the fact that they're separated.
Yes, they're actually going to catch off Kha'Zix actually, because see, SGS thought that...
Oh, very close. Kha'Zix is walking into the
Kha'Zix walks in the absolute zero. This will be a shutdown W of the Equivoker right here. And there goes shutdown onto Kog'Maw, the extra goal game right there. And here, they're actually going to... And SGS just responds by pushing in the mid lane because they know the people are not there. Oh wow, Unstoppable Force right there. A failed flash by Goodness, no!
It does return back the extra kill and looks like at the same time, top's going to take a turret, bottom could take a... Mei could take a turret at the same time. They can push it out. They're going to just tank it out just a little bit there.
But they're not enough. They're not tanky enough.
Domuri coming in here. Don doesn't have his ulti though.
Doesn't have the ulti, but he just needs to slow them and it's enough. Unstoppable Force being used is
Shen pushing the bottom at the same time.
Yes, Shen is pushing the bottom. So right now all they need to do is stop them from going back. And it is in their advantage. They need 8 seconds to recall. If they can't do the 8 seconds, it's going to be about 20 to 30 seconds for them to walk back to the base. And it's enough for Shen to just
Shen is coming in. Xin Chao is very close.
Very close.
No, in fact he's going the other direction. Yep, the other direction though.
And here we see things slowly transition into the favor of KLH, because you know they have better pokes, and the initiation, even if it's taken off, they do have the slow from Absolute Zero, the Ice Ball, and Nunu's slow. And then the taunt, the most important thing, the taunt just is to protect Jaeyong. And perfectly done. But for SGS side, once they miss the Unstoppable Force, I won't say it's a miss, but once it is being used, they're forced to fall back. Zyra's ulti, once it misses or binds out on cooldown, they're forced to play a bit more defensive, because if Xin Zhao charges in and uses his ulti, it's just going to save KLH.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is for sure. What's interesting to know at this point in time, it is 2 kills up and the goal difference is still 1,000. People are saying KLH is going to win, KLH is doing a good job. KLH is doing a good job. Whether they confirm to win or not still remains, you know, a mystery, because anything can happen. If a couple of kills now go on to Singapore Sentinel side, they can very well take it away from Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Honestly, it's just a couple of kills, but just a well-placed fight where it's an ace and 3 members of SGS is alive, then the whole thing will just have to change.
Yeah.
Because right now we have reached past the mid game, almost going to the late game, reaching in between 30 minutes marks very soon. So right now it's all about, so how are we going to set up the Baron fight? Or how are we going to catch someone off guard? And you can see right now, everyone is just sticking together, but you can see Monkey's just like, yeah, I'm shared. You know, you can do whatever you want.
I'll just push.
Yes, my Avian is well warded. Look, he can see if anyone comes in, no problem at all. And they do see that SGS right now is going to try to attempt for the Baron maybe, or they're just going to
see that Don Muri is there as well, waiting in the bush. So they are trying to perhaps bait something out, but Don Muri
is just waiting. They want actually try to bait, you know. This is the best position for them to bait the fight, so to speak, because, you know,
they are starting it. The pings are going off. They are moving around to the blue side. Let's just have the all vision view. And this is exactly what's happening. Kog'Maw just slightly behind. Oh my god, Baron is so low.
I believe actually they go in. And yes, he just steal the Baron right there in the favor of KLH. The fight right now moving. Kog'Maw far behind in the safety zone. Absolute Zero stopping anyone from going close onto him. And look at the damage Jing is dishing out, taking down Chawi. And here he moves on to the kill, getting a double kill right there. And here he's just going to charge over. Maki flashes over the Baron wall. And he's chasing after the Tom by Led. Yes, he does that. And here they goes. Hallelujah goes down as well. And only RY4 is left, and here they're going to take the Ray buff and push right into the inhibitor tower.
They do have 30 seconds to make something happen. They have not, they still have the secondary towers to take off unless they're going to push to bottom, but it looks as if they will be pushing the outside turret, the inside turret, and then perhaps into the inhibitor and then swap over to the bottom. They do have enough time before Singapore Sentinels can come up to get up with things. It's amazing to see Don Muri moving in there, even though he was constrained. He did flash forward to get the smite off onto Baron. Oh my god, look at life.
He flashed out after the smite, I think. At least what I saw.
Okay, I stand corrected. That could have very well been it. So they are taking bottom tower now. They are going to take the inhibitor. Now, will Singapore Sentinels try to make something happen? Unstoppable Force is still down. They don't think so they can make much of anything happen right now. Perhaps his Xingqiao goes in and uses his ultimate, but no, his ultimate is still on cooldown at the same time. So this is just going to go into the favor of KL Hunters. There's nothing much they can do. They can't even catch anybody out. Light Binding does not connect at the same time.
It's just as I mentioned, like when the team fight happens, after Unstoppable Force is being used, Zyra's ultimate has been used. It's like, what are you going to do? Yeah. Especially if you play an AP Malphite without any cooldown reduction, your ultimate has quite a long cooldown.
So seconds cooldown.
No, it's about 100 seconds, I believe. Let's just take a look. I want to crack you all day long. Okay, see, it's actually 100 seconds right there for the level 2. So there we go.
98 seconds right
Yes, right now it's 98 seconds because of the side 4%, I believe. But here we don't see them push in most probably. And here Unstoppable Force is about, it is up, it is ready. Here he goes, it dives on to Jaeyoung right there. Everyone's zeroing on to Jaeyoung.
Jaeyoung!
He was dive from the shutdown goes down, but overall they did ignore Lux damage overall, as well as Skarner doing a lot of pain, and see the Shen just jumping in to push RY4 away, almost landing the kill right there.
Look at that, classic.
A boss like that. And here we see Golden's might be able to land another kill. Oh, the block, yes, normally blocks the shot right there. You can see the whole team of SGS very low, but they're going to be forced to move back because they do need to defend the base right here. The wall is planted.
Lux is up. Oh, no,
this is a bit too far. But here they're just going to fall back. This is the right decision. They have the advantage. They should just right now fall back after they've used it, so to speak. And here they know that Malphite's ulti is down, but at the same time Jaeyoung and Monkeys will be up just in time for it as they move in. They could be able to break the tower before Unstoppable Force is ready once more. So this is just exciting match overall.
It's action-packed every single place. We do see that Kog'Maw already has his Guardian Angel up, so he's going to prevent him from receiving additional deaths from there. He can be a little bit more aggressive. Rabadon Death Cap finish on both Malphite and Lux at the same time. Looks like it's going to be built up into a Lich Bane, but there is a pause going on. So there must be some sort of technical issue going off there, but
Sorry. That's why it is. Actually, the game has resumed. We are going back right in because the game resumed right there. So I got tongue-tied because I saw the screen moving. I was about to say we're gonna find out what's happening. So I apologize for that right there. You know.
No worries. The game has been resumed and we are going to go back. I'm not sure what exactly happened right there.
But let's just go over it. Overall items, you can see that it is slightly overall in the favor of KL Hunters. At the same time, you can see that the goal gain right now about 7k right there in favor of KL Hunters. And you see Skarner forces the AD carry to buy quick Silver Sash over Guardian Angel. And for this fight right there, it is good. He is in a safe position. But then he cannot push out too far because when he dies, he dies.
Yeah. When he dies, he can't come back to life.
Now with Guardian Angel, he can be a bait. Because they do know they need to take him down. They have to. If not, he's dead.
Simply Rengar can jump onto him and Cousins can jump onto him and be perfectly fine with it. And he can actually turn out and retaliate right back. It's interesting to know that Void Spikes was not put up for Kha'Zix. Like his evolution, that was the evolution he did not choose to do.
Yes, definitely, because like he's going for the kill. He's not going for the CC. And it turned out very good in the early
stage, but now
I think now he does need it, but you know, some people tend to take one because right now they think they want to charge in to kill Kog'Maw most probably. Using the ultimate, he does get the extra beefiness, 40% damage reduction. So that's why they choose to go for that. Here we see a speed push going on again. Shen at the top, 4 KLH at the bottom, no problem. The laser does go off the poke and push the lane right there. There's nothing much SGS can do. They're not responding to Shen, but here we do see they just walking around, dancing.
They don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do. They have to respond to something, but at the same time, if they respond wrongly, they'll get caught.
Yeah,
especially
so
if you get caught by Skarner. You get caught by Skarner, it's like GG. Especially Malphite charging in. Ikuoku had the charge in as well as Darkness. All the abilities have to charge in for the kill. And if Skarner doesn't get burst down, he'll be able to catch someone as well as pull them back, and then you'll be.
And Shen's taking the top turret. Shen is going down, and Shen's going down. Shen taking down the turret, so no problem there. They can't push out of the lane simply because the super minions are just everywhere. And this is the final inhibitor. The longer they stay around this inhibitor,
the laser missing right there.
Not going anywhere. Xin Chao is kind of doing their dance back and forth, trying to make something happen. Everybody going there just to help chip away the inhibitor just a little bit, but this big creep wave is coming in from the bottom. All the minions are coming in. Oh my.
Defending Nexus turrets while the other 4 are left to defend this inhibitor. And here we see Dawn just purposely stepping onto the trap because they do not want anyone to get caught later on with the team fight that's engaged. And here we saw it is going on. Shen is
binding.
Unstoppable Force hitting everyone behind. Don't be forced to flash out right here. Ikuoku going to charge onto Dawn actually, but
look at the turret. The turret also being taken down at the same time. The longer KLH delays this, the more the minions can actually do. But KLH is actually losing out members. There's so many healthy members of Singapore Sentinels. Look at that Kha'Zix jump in, bringing down Kog'Maw. Now bringing down Lux. Now what can Kog'Maw do about it? The jump does go off. Jaeyoung will go down. At the same time, Equivocal is not going to get out of this. Oh no, he does!
He did upgrade the leap.
Very nice job.
Almost falling right there.
Almost falling, but they still are going up there. Singapore Sentinels coming back into this game. Come on guys, you can do it. Your inhibitors are coming up. Baron is coming up very, very soon.
Shortly, yes. So that's the problem. Defend or engage at Baron to try to win. So yeah.
Oh my, they can make something happen right here. The only inhibitor that's down is the top turret. They can leave one person there to defend. And when they actually go to take Baron, Baron is coming up in a couple of seconds time. So, this looks like this could be very, very bad. Don Mori taking the dragon. And everybody else seems to be going back, buying up, healing up, and going out to try to make something happen. Zara is going there to ward up the Baron area. Baron is in fact up already. So all this gold difference makes not much of a difference at all. Itemization wise, I would say they are about the same. I like that Zyra does have a Zeke's Herald. So that is helping out the team quite a bit.
And here we do see that they are going to move into the Baron right now for both sides. And Caitlyn just going to push the lane a bit out before moving in.
I think Caitlyn should be there with them. It's very dangerous simply because there are 5 members now approaching onto Baron. In fact, they have started it already. Zara throwing down Plant gonna assist them just in a little bit. But no, Shen is backing off. The final spark does come up from Lux. Nothing much happening there. The Plants continuously giving sight to Singapore Sentinels, even though they do have one ward there. It's going to be interesting. Could they possibly make something happen? Looks like Malphite is getting ready for Unstoppable Force. Hagane is out there. Unstoppable Force misses everything. In fact, Jaeyoung now withering away Chawi, no problem whatsoever. Trying to make something happen, but no, Darkness is trying to Dortmund does what I don't know which to be looking at. At this point in time, it is 4-3, Hallelujah, very low. Life for out of mana, double kill goes down for Lux. They do see that Kayle is running away. They could possibly try to make something happen.
Actually,
Golden is teleporting. Where is he teleporting to? He's teleporting right to the top. Gonna try to bring down the turrets as Kaylin is flashing forth. Kha'Zix is there to welcome her back at the same time. The tower is gonna go down. It's on his very last hit as Kotma's gonna go there. Kotma's gonna get one last hit on it. No, that's not in fact. Shen going on to the ulti.
Jill doing the wrong thing in that point, I would say.
Yes, I would say so.
You just went for the tower.
Just went for the turret, just like this, and they can't do anything. Even though the Guardian Angel is up, they could try to make something happen on Jaeyoung. The taunt does go off great. Kaylin does go down. At the same time, Jaeyoung does go down. Can Equivocal make something happen?
Nope.
No, it is.
It is
GG. Do the favor of Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Very good job there, guys. Very, very well. I like the fact that I wouldn't say the Singapore Sentinels did a bad job.
Definitely not. Definitely
They just couldn't transition the fact that when Kha'Zix got shut down, that was a turning point. Just Kha'Zix could not deal all that much aggression anymore. He all of a sudden became fearful of going in and trying to make the kills happen, and that's what it is. Now let's look at the score screen in terms of final items.
And here we do see, Shen going over the more basic build where he does have his Sunfire Cape for the tankiness, Iron Spark to push the lane and Phase just to stop people from running away from him. Doing a very good job overall, and Monkeys stacking up almost 12k gold throughout this match. And a lot of people say Monkeys has been the weak point of KL Hunters. I mean, but he has been improving throughout GPL. I will have to give him credit for that.
I would definitely say
and he did a good job. He did do some mistakes, like when they were pushing in for the inhibitor. I'm not sure why he flashed back in the taunt, the back blow, where he got the whole team separated out, but he made the wrong decision there. But overall, in this game, he has been doing exceptionally well, especially for his Shen's ultimate to land to help save Lux and counter the fights. He did a good job in split pushing, overall everything. And here we see Kha'Zix going for the build where a bit of tankiness and damage, but you could see overall he did out so much damage when the target was isolated, especially onto the AD carry. But at the same time, he does taper off at the end game if he cannot catch anyone isolated.
Yeah.
So definitely something that they could not take full advantage of because the fights had to happen with Unstoppable Force and Zyra's ulti. And if those two were down, with whoever charges in first will get caught off by Skarner right there. So definitely both teams doing a very good job. Overall itemization, Sinza already having the Omen, the Lantern, the Aegis, being tanky, being what his team needs, but still be able to do a lot of damage with his 3-10 strikes. Zyra going for the Ziggs Herald.
I like the Ziggs Herald.
Definitely, as well he's always at the back line binding and doing all his jobs, and it's very well played.
It just wasn't enough to transition past the mid-game phase, and I think that's where it all happened.
And Malphite, once his ulti is out as an AP Malphite, if he does not do enough damage or disruption, is 4 shots. And the end at the Baron fight, it somehow missed, but I think it hit Skarner because Skarner was stuck at the wall. The damage
no, it actually was perfectly missing everybody just by a bit.
It was like Skarner seemed stuck at the side at the point, so I was thinking whether they hit or not, but I suppose since you mentioned it that way, it did not hit also. That was one of the most important parts and the ultimate miss, which cost them the game at the same time. And here we do see Lux missing out quite a few ultimates for this game as usual, but then he overall, when he came down to it, doing out a burst damage on the cracked targets and being there at the right time was perfect.
37-minute game, 37 action-packed minutes. Beginning a little bit slow, but it picked up and it maintained the pace throughout the time. Very exciting first match. The second match, we're actually going to see BKT versus SAJ.
Yes, definitely.
And we will actually be watching that slightly after the commercial break. So